People, so the Soul Train, the iconic Soul Train Music Award, is gearing up for that TV show. Let's go ahead and get into this, dig into this news. Make sure you guys hit that like button as you guys come in here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's see what's going on here.
This year's Soul Train is celebrating 50 years of the iconic TV show, which I watched every single Saturday. The Soul Train Music Awards will take.
Now, why is she lying? Why is this woman lying? Because I think this woman is white. Yeah, this woman looks white. Why is she lying? She says she watched this Soul Train Music Awards every single Saturday. Really? Why is she lying? Yeah, I guess that's for TV. That must be just for TV. She must be, you know what I'm saying, getting you intrigued to tune into the BET Soul Train show. Let's go ahead and hear this.
Place at the world famous Apollo Theater in Harlem. Our Elise Finch got a chance to speak with Connie Orlando, the Executive Vice President of Specials and Music Programming and Strategy at BET Network, about this year's Soul Train Awards ceremony. What is your personal memory of the show, Soul Train?
I remember when I think about Soul Train, like I remember dancing in my kitchen because every Saturday it was on. It was every Saturday, and the family just filled the house with.
That's all a black person is known for, entertaining massa. Why was this BET where this Soul Train show on TV? Entertaining massa. You know what I'm saying? Entertaining massa. The same way, you know what I'm saying, wrestling and boxing and the gladiators was made to entertain massa. You know what I'm saying? And did we, all of the old Soul Train dancers, I want to see where they at now. We done entertained massa on these Soul Train shows. Where back in the 70s and the 80s, you know what I'm saying? Soul Train. Where is all of the old Soul Train dancers at? I want to see. I bet you they done got strung out, but entertaining massa. Let's go ahead and hear this.
Just joy and just fun. Like it was a treat to kind of wake up and you eat breakfast and then you were up dancing and seeing who was going to be on Soul Train.
And when you realized that you would be in charge of covering what was your first Soul Train Awards with BET, what was that like for you? What was that like coming in the door and being like, okay, with your production background and saying, okay, now we're going to do, or I'm coming in to do the Soul Train Awards?
You know, I've always been a fan of the show. I've always loved Soul Train, the show. So I think my first opportunity, I believe it was 2015, the 2015 show, because I was in recently, I think I had just become the SB.
I gotta tell you guys something. For all you guys who think BET is your channel and it's for the black folks, yes, it may be a black CEO or black president of BET, but who owns it? Let's see. What network is it run on? Viacom. Rudolph Murdoch's company owns BET. They just put a bellhop Negro to be the president or to so-called claim to run it. Because if you Negroes see that it's a black CEO or black, you guys will put your energy into it and claim it as your own. You cannot claim nothing that is the white man's, yours. Let's go ahead.
Your specials. And I just remember wanting to make it as amazing as possible. Like, you want to just put everything in the show because it was my chance. I remember Erica Badu hosted, and I believe we honored Babyface, which was super fun. And, you know, I think that show...
Erica Badu, Babyface, all of these are puppets who pass their soul through the fire to Moloch, who have passed their soul through the fire to Moloch to become an influencer, to influence you to do the same, you know what I'm saying, the agenda that they pushing. Anyway, this is fair use, you two, fair use.
Created another award, the Lady of Soul Award, and it was just like a once in a lifetime opportunity to kind of put your handprint on the Soul Train Awards, something that I always wanted to do, and that show was just a lot of fun, and I think it kind of set the tone for all the shows that kind of came after it.
How do you set the Soul Train Awards apart? And by that, I mean not just from other award shows, but even from the BET Awards. You know, I would imagine that using many of the same people in terms of production, that it would be easy for it to look like a kind of a different version. But it doesn't. It's always had its own sort of identity and its own feel. How do you make that happen?
Well, I look at the shows, all the shows that we do, we give them their own personality. So Soul Train is our grown and sexy show. And you look at it from the standpoint, like anyone that hits that stage is a singer. They are going to get out there and sing their faces off.
Anyone who hits that stage is not a singer, but it's a puppet. You best believe anyone who hits that stage, whatever they're singing, 9 times out of 10, it is not their music they're singing. Because 9 times out of 10, it was written by somebody else. So if it was written by somebody else and they're singing it, they're not singing from the heart. So it can't be soul music. If you are singing somebody else's music, it cannot be soul music. The only way is soul music, like what's his name? Al Green. Al Green wrote and sung his own music. That's why we so love Al Green, because that's pure soul music. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people think it's good to have a ghostwriter. Then you can have a ghostwriter. You can sing somebody else's music. That makes what you do not authentic. That means what you're doing is faking it.
And you start there, right? And I think the great thing about Soul Train is that it's the show that is multi-generational. So from grandma to, the young kids, they all can watch. And I think the experience, if you've ever been to one or if you've seen the shots of the audience, like it's interactive. People are singing and dancing. It is something for everyone. It's just really like, it's a big party. And of nostalgia, of newness, of soul, and that's exactly what the feeling that soul music brings to mind when you think about soul music and R&B.
And you guys wanted to do something really special. So first, there's this change of venue. So you're at the Apollo Theater, which, while legendary and fabulous, is also very small. So can you tell me a little bit about why you wanted to do something special for the 50th, how it is that you ended up choosing the Apollo, and then talk a little bit about what you had to change to sort of make it fit this really unique venue?
So I think, okay.
Oh, that's why you're doing this this news program of the annual BT Soul Train Award, because it's the 50th. What does 50 represent, you people? Jubilee. So you best believe everybody that's going to appear on this year's Soul Train Award, every guest, every musical artist who appears on this Soul Train Music Award is, before they can get an invite, or if they get an invite, you best believe they're going through a ritual. Because that's why it's called ceremony. Just look up the word ceremony and you'll see what ceremony means.
Let me tackle them one by one. 50 years is a milestone in everything, in anything. So we definitely wanted to approach this 50 with doing something special and different, and really, celebrating, the 50 years as well. And what better way than to take another iconic brand, an iconic African-American entertainment brand, and partner to do the show. Like, in the Apollo, it's smaller, but...
Back it up. We're not African-American. That's what the white man calls us. We cannot be African, because Africa is not even named African. Africa is really called the land of Ham. And America is not really called America. America original name is called Arsareth. You can get that in the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, that America is really called Arsareth. So that term African American is all made up. Anyway.
It's so much history in that room. Like you walk in and you just feel it. You just feel it. And like I said, the talent on this show, like it doesn't matter if we did it, outside in the middle of the street on a soapbox. There's so much talent. It just comes through. I think, Soul Train's also just a family. It's intimate, whether you do it in a 5,000 seat stadium or if you do it, in a smaller venue. It's still that same feeling of family, that same feeling of love, that same feeling of celebrating and just, having a great time. So we're looking forward to being at the Apollo because I think that is just a beautiful marriage of those two brands for this 50th anniversary.
And tell me, what can we expect? What is different about this year or special about this year, whether it be the logistics or the artists that we're going to see? Tell me what's special for the 50th.
I think one, the Apollo, just being in that home, the home of soul, the home, I think that's very special. And I think the show between, Maxwell being honored with the Living Legend and Ashanti with the Lady of Soul, we have our amazing host.
Maxwell, Ashanti, all of these that told you, artists, people who have taken an oath. And you best believe before they rehearse to be on the 50th anniversary of the BET, you best believe they done did some wicked stuff to be even on there as well.
Back this year, Tisha and Tashina. It's going to be great to be back in a room full of audience. Yeah. Last year we weren't able to due to COVID. And, we're always about the moments. Like it's always about creating these moments. And we're going to have a few surprises for you in this show. I don't want to leak them now, but it's going to be some great stuff. And again, I think it's a show that you want to tune in from the very beginning and stay to the very end because you never know what can happen. And I promise you, it's going to be a great time.
So can you talk a little bit about why it was also important to involve the community here? There are things that will be happening in Harlem, things that will be happening in Queens, where people will see Soul Train, the vehicle, the attempt to break the Guinness World Record for largest Soul Train line. Why was that also important to sort of literally go out into the community and get them involved in the celebration?
Because that's what Soul Train is. It's about community. It's about that interactivity. It's about everyone feeling invested and feeling a part of it. And that was important to us this year. It was important not just to come to New York and go to the Apollo, but to really involve New York and the community and the fans.
Slaves, right? You know what I'm saying? While we are entertained doing these type of slave chucking and jiving type of stuff, the enemy who is paying for these Soul Train awards and these arenas and these events is paying just to keep us distracted while they put the infrastructure together to slowly destroy us. Okay, I get it.
Of Soul Train in it. Like I said, it's so many dimensions and it's so many generations that Soul Train really resonates with. So it's great to be able to go into the communities and bring them in.
What do you want people to know either about special projects and special events on BET or this particular show? Is there anything in particular that you just want to kind of share with us or remind us of? Or
I think there's a little siren.
We're used to it.
I just want people to tune in on the 28th at 8 p.m. and just, show up and have fun. Like, it's not just, let's show up and watch. Like, be a part of it, sing, dance, have your families. Like, make it a moment of fun for you and celebration. Like, we love celebrating, using this platform to celebrate music and amazing artists and art. So I just hope everybody comes along with us and come to the celebration and bring your family and have a ball. Have fun with it.
BET is a subsidiary of our parent company, Viacom CB.
See? See what I'm saying? BET is a subsidiary of our company, Viacom. At the end of all of that, they're telling you what BET is. It's a subsidiary of Let's go ahead and hear that.
Yes. The 2021 Soul Train musical.
It's a subsidiary or subsidiary of Viacom. Who owns Viacom? Rudolph Murdoch. Who is Rudolph Murdoch? A Jesuit. Ain't that something? All of this entertainment for blacks just to keep blacks entertained and forgetting that they are slaves. Okay, that's news. Well, thank you all for tuning in and logging on to another episode of Illuminati News Hour right here on Illuminati Radio. I'm your host, I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when I drop this breaking news on you. Make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button as you guys come in here. And if you want to tune into our nightly Bible study classes, you're welcome to do that. Send me a friend request to my Facebook page, which is PSTR Michael Smith. That's on Facebook. PSTR Michael Smith. That's on Facebook. Till next time, stay tuned. God bless you.